Oh, now you can hear me. My bad. My bad, Dave. I had my microphone off and I didn't even realize it. Okay, okay. Dave, it's exciting. All right. 1 second. Let me pull up the live stream on my phone so that way. Okay, that's all right. That's all right, Dave. Um, I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna use my phone as the chat so that way I can like. I'm getting my second monitor hopefully sometime soon. But for now we're gonna use this as my like way of seeing what's going on. I gotta find a good place to set this. Alright, no, I can't capture audio, but that's alright. Not yet, at least. I'll do that later some other time, but for now, okay. I need something good to set my phone on. This bad boy. Come on. What's your time? Here it's 3:41 in the morning. Okay, good enough. Okay, we're actually gonna do something on the live stream today. It's gonna be sick. We're gonna do Code Academy. All right. I can't show the college course, but I can show Code Academy. I think as long as I show the free stuff on Code Academy, I believe. So we're gonna be doing Code Academy. Um, but ready for this? Ready for this? This is exciting. I can do this now. So now I can show this, which is pretty neat. I don't really have a good place to put the webcam yet. That isn't completely intrusive. So we're just going to do this. And I can see the chat on my phone. So I'm gonna do this in the background, and I'll like interact with you guys while I do this. This is pretty neat. Hopefully the chat on my phone keeps up, because yeah, this happens when I go back to my main page. I just see all this shit. Yes, I'm doing Code Academy. It's free. Yes. Okay, so in addition to console, there are other down the line. You'll build your own objects, but for now, built-in objects are full of useful functionalities. For example, you want to perform a complex math. It's called the random method. Built-in math objects. Between 0 in the example above, we call it random method. Okay. Above we call it random method by the name of the method and opening and closing parentheses. So random 0 includes 1 exclusive. Okay. Alright. So example above. Start answering a whole number. We can take the advantage of the useful math method. What? No, it's like I'm kind of reading through. I'm just trying to read this real quick, so because I want to learn JavaScript. It's very useful for making websites. Yeah. So I might be a little distracted. Java. No, not Java. Java and JavaScript are very different. They share a similar name, but they are completely different things. Yeah, I mean, it's. I would say like, oh yeah, I can understand you're referring to the same thing, but like, Java is like an actual thing, so it's like kind of hard to compare the two. Um, yeah, but I'm relearning the basics because I used to know how to code kind of, but I haven't done it in like 2 years. So I forgot pretty much everything. So yeah, um, math random. It's down to there's Jesus Christ. All right. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do a. I'm also learning how to type again, or like not again, but type in general because I suck at typing without looking at the keyboard. So while I do this, I'm trying to improve my typing. Hopefully, a little bit. This is capitalized. I don't think it actually matters if it's capitalized, but we're gonna do in parentheses. No. Math. Random. Nope. I'm trying to do it without looking at the keyboard. It's kind of a struggle. But I still got to look down at the keyboard a lot. And then arrow over, space. I don't know where that is on the keyboard. Times, space. Oh, wait, no. No, 100. I think that's what I wanted to do. And if I hit run, it gives me a whole number between 0 and 100. All right, cool. Oh, I wasn't even supposed to do the math. Okay. The script that I'm showing, okay, so console log shows it in the console, which is on the right hand side. This black area is my, or not, like, yeah, I believe that's what it's called. Let me make sure. I want to make sure I'm using the right terminology. So it displays it over in the console math floor. So actually, let me explain math random. Math random generates a random number between 0 and 1. Now I'm multiplying it by 100, which means it'll generate a random number between 0 and 100. Now math floor rounds that number down because it can generate decimals. So if I put math floor in there, it'll round it down to a whole number. So now I am generating in the console a random number between 1 and 100, and it'll automatically be rounded down to a whole number. Now I kind of skipped a step, and the last step. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I already skipped a step there. Technically, I was supposed to wait to put the math floor in there, but whatever. Oh yeah, and this is I'm learning this as we go. So like, yeah, this is all new to me. Find a method. Yeah, someone watching, 3 viewers. Yeah, because one of them's like the me Or one of them might just be my phone, to be honest with you. I don't think anyone's watching, so I'm using my phone to keep the chat open. I had the chat, but like on like screen one time when I was doing a test stream on part one, you could see the chat on the side here, but it kind of made it pointless for viewers since on mobile or like on, when you're watching a live stream on YouTube, you don't really need the chat up on screen. So for like viewing purposes, it kind of was useless. So I think it might just be my phone counting as a viewer, to be honest with you. Yeah, I put it in the self promo thing on Looney's Discord, but I don't feel comfortable opening any other Discords just in case copyrights or something inappropriate is on the screen. But Looney's Discord's pretty safe for work content, so you should be fine with Looney's stuff. Okay, so find a method on JavaScript. What? That returns the smallest. What? Okay. I'm confused. What is this? Oh, okay. I gotta. What? Oh God. Okay. I actually have to use my brain. Find a method on the math object that returns this greater than. I'm confused. Okay. What? Okay, I gotta figure this out. I'm confused. I'm big dummy brain. Where's my energy drink? I already drank one, but I'm gonna open a second one because clearly this requires my brain to be somewhat operable. Also, not sponsored, obviously, but Adrenaline Shock. It's a bit of a lesser known energy drink company, I think. They're not as big, but they got 300 whatever it's called milligrams or some shit of caffeine in it, which is like the same as a Bang, but God, they taste good. I found them at some random gas station, and they are incredible. Also, let's do like a warm color in the background here. All right, cool. Anyways, code your console should look like math for math random times 100 by placing math random inside it. No, let's see, it's fuck am I looking for? I'm so confused. I don't understand. I'm using Firefox. Firefox is better than Chrome. Bite me. Why is what? I am really confused. I'm not gonna lie. I honestly have no fucking clue what to do. Find the method on the math that returns the smallest integer. What? What does that even mean? I am really confused. I don't understand. The code and yeah, okay, that all matches. Oh, with the exception of the I didn't put like a fucking was it this thing? Am I supposed to have that there? No. Why the fuck does it show it on there then? Am I supposed to have this anywhere? Okay, cool. It's supposed to go on the end of that. Yeah, that's oh. Dot. Where's dot seal? Where was I supposed to know that? Was I just supposed to go through this whole goddamn thing and try and find dot seal? Yeah, I was. Okay, that's what? Okay, so where do I put that? Do I put that before or after? Hey, let me close this because this is useless to me. They just wanted me to like look through this whole thing. Why? What? Okay. Do I put that? Where do I put that though? Do I put it after dot floor or before dot floor? Do you know BTC mining? I started today. I got €2 though. I know what it is. Yeah, like Bitcoin mining. Most people do. Most people don't mine Bitcoin though. They mine Ethereum or Ethereum, something like that. It's a little different than Bitcoin. It's still a cryptocurrency, but it's apparently more efficient right now. I think. I don't know if people really mine Bitcoin that much because it's so hard to mine. I thought everyone's mining Ethereum or something. Also, by the way, I lost a subscriber. I'm down to 19. Sad gamer moment. Anyways, besides the point. Yeah, I know what it is. I haven't really mined it before. I understand what it is though, because like, okay, so the techno. Okay, so my roommate explained this to me recently, which so now I actually understand what it is. So basically, Bitcoin is a currency that people use. Obviously, it's a coin. It's a transaction. So people make transactions through Bitcoin, and basically mining Bitcoin. So basically, Bitcoin when you trade Bitcoins back and forth, when people use Bitcoins as a currency, they're trading it back and forth, and to make sure that there's no fraud or like so, there's basically they keep track of all those transactions, and to do that, they encrypt them so that nobody else can see what it is. So that encryption involves a really complicated math equation, and as time goes on, the equations get harder and harder to do. And so to do that equation, they don't just do it on their own servers. I mean, whoever is doing the transaction, if they want to, they can pay extra money to have it automatically encrypted. But typically, they have to rent out someone's computer to do it, and so they rent out basically instead of renting out like their own instead of paying for that transaction to be encrypted, someone can mine basically, and when they mine, they're doing a really complicated equation. So you receive a Bitcoin or like whatever that crypto is for encrypting that transaction of money, basically. But typically, you don't mine an entire, for example, Bitcoin. You don't mine an entire Bitcoin because they're way too complicated and expensive. So everyone collectively mines like one Bitcoin, and you received a small portion of that Bitcoin for mining that equation, basically, or for completing the equation to encrypt that transaction that they're doing. I don't know if I explained that good or not. It's kind of hard to explain. It's easier like to draw out or some shit. But yeah, so like Bitcoin, for example, is worth a shit ton. So you typically don't get an entire Bitcoin because it's worth too much, and it requires way too much computing power. Like you would have to have a literal supercomputer to mine like an entire Bitcoin now, at least. If you did it like 10 years ago, I'm sure you could do it pretty easily. Like 10 years ago, you probably could have mined Bitcoins on your own personal computer. But now it's like you're doing it as a collective group when you mine Bitcoins. Like you're not doing it when you do it, like you're combining the computing force because you can only mine one entire Bitcoin at a time. So like you're mining an entire Bitcoin and then as soon as that Bitcoin is mined, it's split among all the people that were mining it. Like, yeah, it's split based off of how much your computer did or phone. Just technically, you can also use your phone to mine Bitcoin, but it's like you don't really get much out of it. You're making like a few cents. Okay, anyways, we're gonna try and see what happens if I just put it inside of this. Math dot. So, and also it's a little bit more complicated than that, and he knows a little bit more about it than I do. My roommate. That's kind of what I understood, sort of. I don't. It's easier to like draw out. It's kind of hard to explain with just words. But the actual like what cryptocurrency is, they're mining Bitcoin, or like what mining cryptocurrency is the actual trading of cryptocurrencies is encrypted, and those encryptions are done through math equations. And you mining it is putting computing power into solving that math equation. And as time goes on, like I said, the math equations get harder and harder. And so it gets harder and harder to mine Bitcoin. And the actual like value of Bitcoin is just off investing for whatever reason, but eventually it'll run out. Eventually the value of Bitcoin will completely go away. Oh shit, did I just do it? Alright, sweet. So if I just keep running this, no, I don't care about that right now. Can you? Oh, Control Enter is like a shortcut. Sweet. Okay, anyways. I forget the name of the technology it's called. There's like a name for what the encryption type is called or something like that. I don't remember what it's called. But it's useful for encrypting your transactions using this digital currency that's not necessarily defined by value of it's its own currency, but obviously for it to be useful to you, most people can't buy stuff with that crypto. Like it's pretty much determined by the value of others and how much you invest into it or buy into it, sort of. It's a really volatile currency. It's not very stationary in terms of value. But if you can mine it and keep it until it grows in value, but right now it's hard to say if it'll grow in value. It might crash. Cryptocurrency tends to do that, especially right now with Bitcoin at least. Ethereum, I think, is more stable. I don't really know. Because there are other cryptocurrencies you can mine, not just Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just one of them. You can mine Dogecoin if you want. It'd probably be a lot easier, honestly, to mine Dogecoin. Bitcoin is just really hard to mine. All right, cool. What? Console. Dot log. That is in is in to sure. I have no idea if that's what it wants me to do. Um, um, oh, I should do 2017. Yeah. Um, so this is an integer. Why did it have me do that? Let's. So is that just like a random unattached thing? Is it supposed to be like that? Am I just supposed to like? Is that the solution? It doesn't feel right because like we have like this whole code of line here, and then it's just like was its own thing. Whatever. Sure. Yeah. All right. Review. Let's take one of my glass. Data is printed. Yep. Console log. Multiple lines of code. Yeah. Numbers. Okay. Objects included. Object can include data type. Methods. All right. Next lesson. Oh boy, variables. All right, let's read this. In programming, a variable is a container for a value. You can think of a variable as little containers for information that live in a computer's memory. Information stored in variables such as username, account number, and personalized screen found in memory. Variables can also provide a way of labeling data with a descriptive name, so our programs being super clear by readers and by ourselves. In short, variable labels store data. Right? There are only a few things you can do with variables. Create a variable with a descriptive name. Store or update information stored in a variable. Reference or get information stored in a variable. It's important to distinguish that variables are not values. They contain values and represent with a name. Observe the diagram. The name is represented by the context. All right. There are a lot of changes in the ESA version of JavaScript in 2015. The biggest change are two new keywords, elet and const. To create or declare variables, priority is to only use the var keyword to describe variables. Var, my name, my console log, my name, output. Oh, okay, I understand that. So basically, you gave my name like a sort of worth something. You gave it a value. In this case, the value is just the word aria, and so then you want the console to show whatever the value of my name is, and the console will output the value. Hello, welcome back, David. Okay, so let's consist the example. So var, short for variable, is a JavaScript keyword that creates or declares a new variable. My name is the variable's name, capitalizing in the way that stands. So the convention is called. So the idea of not putting spaces and just dividing words up with capital letters is called camel casing. Hi, yes, David. Hi. In camel casing, you group words into one. The first word is a lowercase, then every word that follows will have its first letter uppercase. Camel case everything. Okay, so you start with a lowercase and to keep it, I guess, to keep it consistent for just viewing pleasure. The way you type out your like names of like your variables and stuff, or just general typing in code, you start with a lowercase word, and then you put an uppercase in front of each word after that without spaces. I do that with my file names already. For my Photoshop stuff, I try to not. Yeah, it depends. Either that, I do like underscores. Equal is an assistant operator that assigns the value aria to the variable my name. Aria is the value assigned to equal to the variable my name. You can also say the my name variable is initialized with the value of aria. After the variable is declared, the string value aria is printed to the console by referring to the variable name console.log my name. All right. There are a few general rules when naming variables. Variables cannot start with numbers. Variable names are case sensitive, so my name and my name without capital. So my capital name and my name would be different variables. It is bad practice to create two variables that have the same name using different cases. Kind of figures. That way, other coders can understand what you're doing a little bit better. Kind of would be hard to discriminate the two. Variable names cannot be the same as keywords. For a comprehensive list of keywords, check out MDN's keyword documentation. I'm just curious. Okay, so this is like just a whole bunch of shit that you might type out in actual, like, these are all worth something. Like, you don't wanna name any of your variables by any of this shit, which, yeah, I'll probably end up learning as I go because there's a lot of them. Clearly, I'll have to figure all this out later. Okay, so note, in the next exercise we will learn why ES6 lets and consists are preferred variable keywords by many programmers because there is still a ton of code written prior to ES6. It's helpful to be familiar with pre-ES6 var keyword. If you want to learn more about var and the quirks associated with it, check out the var documentation. As much as I would love to see all the wonderful documentation there's here, this is a lot of reading that I don't want to do. All right, let's get into the actual instructions for this lesson. Declare a variable name favorite food using the var keyword and assist it to the string pizza. All right, so we do var I'm assuming that, and then let's do favorite food. No, food. All right, and then this is equal to what is it? Pizza. I think I did that right. I don't know. I did not. What did I do wrong? Is equal. Did it want me to put a console log in there too? Oh wait, no, I think I'm supposed to. What the fuck did I do wrong? Oh, I don't need a parentheses. That's what I did wrong. My bad. All right. We declare a variable named number of slices using the variable keyword and assign it to the number 8. All right. Let's do another one. So var, no, r number where's B? Number, oh no, what am I doing? Of slices. Oh, I did that without looking. That's baller. All right, trying to get that typing game up, Equal. Actually, wait. I just realized I could do shift equal. What the? Oh, what am I? I don't need to even use shift. I'm a fucking idiot. And then it needs to be equal to just the number 8. And then over, and we'll end that off with a this thing, semicolon. All right. And then I just think I hit Control Enter. Yep. Oh, I did full. Oh, god damn it. I just needed num, not the whole thing. Control Enter. Num of slices. 1. What? Do I not need these? Okay, cool. So strings. Oh, numbers are different than string. That's why I forgot. Numbers are like their own thing. They're not. They don't need strings. I mean, I think you can put them in strings, but generally speaking, numbers are associated with their own thing. So this is actually a number, not like a piece of text. Basically, if I put it in a string, then it won't actually associate that as like the number 8. It'll just think of it as any other piece of text. Whereas if it's not in a string, it'll actually associate it as a number that can have value and be changed. Because numbers are their own thing. I forget that are their own like thing in JavaScript. I learned that last lesson. I just kind of figured it was going to be a string. Okay. Okay, so under number size variable, use console log to print out. In the following line, use console log. All right. So console dot log parentheses favorite food. All right. I should really do a typing live stream where I just learn to type because I'm terrible at not looking at my hands while I type. I really want to just be able to, like, you know, stare at my screen and type nice and quickly, or at least decently quickly, without having to rely on my eyes to look down at my fingers. It would be nice. It's really a skill I should learn. All right, so on a console log that, I hit enter. No, I don't want to go down to second line, so I actually have to like hit that. All right, cool. Then we do it again. Where the fuck is C? Console dot. No, that's dot log. I did that without looking. Bye. Where are you going? No. Why are you leaving me? Please, don't leave me. Dave. I'm so sorry. Dave is leaving me. Dave, are you going to jack off? Is that what you're doing, Dave? I swear to God, you're leaving me to jack off. Dave, I feel like you're leaving me to go jerk off or something. Wait, I did number again. It's just num. Shift Enter does that. No fucking way. Alright, cool. I just learned a new shortcut. Shift Enter. Didn't know that one before. Accidental discovery. Damn. Dave, my one viewer, left. Now I'm just talking to myself. Alright. Create a variable. Let. As mentioned in the previous exercise, the let keyword was introduced in ES6. The let keyword signals that variable can be reassigned to a different value. Take a look at the example. Let meal equals enchiladas. Console log meal output enchiladas. Meal equals burrito. Output burrito. I guess like later on in the code I can change what that means. So if I do it before meal means one thing, but after meal means another. So when using let or even var, says in such case the variable. So let price console.log price output undefined price later on in a separate piece of code. Okay, that's kind of cool. So I can still use just price equal. Okay, so it's at this point I define it as a like a value basically. So or whatever the fuck let means. Is there like a proper word for that? So let value. This means basically at this point all I've done is associated that word as some sort of valuable, or as a variable. So at this point, it's a variable. That variable is undefined, but it's a variable. So later on, I can use that keyword, and the code will automatically know it's a variable. I don't need to use a keyword, the let keyword before the variable anymore. No, we don't. So let's create a let variable. Let change me set. Let's set it to the Boolean true. What? I just put that at the end of it and then do what? I do equal true. So I do equal. Where's R? The fuck is R? True. And then I do. Is true like a keyword or something that I'm missing out on? If I do. Okay, so I just had to make it equal to true. And true is a Boolean, which means something I forget. On the line after ChangeMe is declared, so set the value. Okay, so what? No. let's. Oh wait, no, I can just type out ChangeMe. That's right. Shoot. All right, cool. If I can change me is equal. No, that is not what I meant to do. Equal to false. Where S's. False. And then no. Just false. Okay, and then what is it? Enter to create a new code. And then no. Change dot log change me. If I do enter, the fuck did I do? Change. Oh, what the? I think I fixed it. Alright, I fixed it. My bad. I don't know why I did change log. Fucking dumbass. Alright, next. And then YouTube is still gonna demonetize me. Anyways. I am going to. One second. Actually, let me go to here. Boom. So now you can just see me. Let's look up food work. And where the hell was like a good image? Yes. Okay. This is the most professional setup you guys are ever gonna see. You ready for this? Alright, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, we're gonna do be right back username. Oh god, that's so bad. Alright, yeah, we're gonna do that. That's how we're gonna show it. And yeah, be right back. I'll mute my mic while I'm gone, but I won't turn the camera off, so you'll still be able to see my room and the pretty lights.
Alright, I'm back. 1 second here. I need to like move my shit. Okay. As you can see, um, I got. So what do you do this with like shortcuts? No, not right now. Bro, I really hope I don't annoy Looney with these DMs, bro. Oh yeah, that's right. I've been coding. I don't know if you saw. You missed that? 1 second. I don't have a second monitor right now. My second monitor's in my mom's house, so I gotta fucking grab that. So I don't have to like pull up all this stuff on this monitor, like on the stream. Cause I'll fix that when I have a second monitor. But right now I'm kind of limited on screen space. Um, what? Been doing Code Academy. But right now I'm taking a break and eating food. Yeah, eating this big boy piece of cheese bread or something. I don't know if it's garlic bread or something. It's pretty big. Um, but I have two skills I want to gain. That's coding, which I can't stream some of my coding stuff because it's like a college course, and for copyright or like not wanting to get sued or something like that. I don't know. I get sued if I show the course, so I can't show the college course. So Code Academy is what we're showing on stream, and I also want to get better at typing, obviously, because you have to type a lot. So my typing currently sucks. I have to like look at my hands while I type most of the time, and I'm not great at home row typing. So I might do some typing streams where I literally just go on some typing site and practice, force myself to learn how to type. Uh, yeah. Once I get my second monitor, like I said, I have a second monitor. It's just not here. Well, once I get it here, I can do some better stuff. Yeah, I know it, but it's so nice once you can just not look at your hands while you type. Like it really slows you down when you're trying to like do stuff. So like that's where if I look at my hands, I can type just fine. It's just it's faster to not have to look at your hands. Which like we were taught in school, but I never like yeah. Yeah, yeah. I have, like I said, I have a second monitor. It's just not here because I moved out of my parents' house and I haven't moved all my stuff yet. So I have a second monitor. It's just not here currently. Um, yeah. Um, so right now, like streaming is really hard with one monitor because I have to put everything on the one screen, which I don't like showing my whole screen, obviously. Also, I just realized I have Photoshop running in the background this whole time. You can see I. 1 second. Let me switch it over here. This is I quickly added a part two to the thumbnail because I did kind of a stream earlier, and it didn't exactly work out because I had to go do some stuff and I needed help on the college course stuff. But I was like, all right, let me just quickly add a part two into this. So yeah, I think I'm allowed to show Photoshop on stream. Yeah, I'm allowed to show fucking Photoshop on stream. Um, I don't think there's any important information I'd be exposing by showing this. Um, yeah, now you can see the. I don't know why. Oh, one's the JPEG because I save. Oh, sorry. 1 second. It's weird. My brother went. Let's see. I heard my brother out when I typed it out. Like, I'm like, yeah. That's when my grandma's like really good at typing. 'Cause my grandma actually has like a computer job, or like she does like so. Well, not anymore. She's retired, but like she used to like work on computers. And like most grandparents aren't good at like computers, but my grandma's like fucking incredible at it. Um, and she's like a really good typer. Um, but yeah, but I want to get good at typing because it's important to code. Like you have to be fast at typing. Also, I'm using a janky ass software to do this. Came with the Logicam, or Logitech webcam or whatever. It doesn't record audio, I don't think. At least not. It doesn't record like desktop audio. Not that I'm aware of. Oh, that's all right. Hey, as long as you give me watch time, that's cool. Um, Also to look at the chat, I'm using my phone because I don't want to show chat on screen. Like so, the only way for me to view chat and not have it on screen is to have it on my phone. It's kind of janky. Also really annoying because yeah. Um, hmm. but I'm trying to learn JavaScript first through this. I mean, the coding course I have is a little bit more elaborate because it's all through oh, what's it called? Uh, what is it called? Let me find it real quick. The entire course is done on some other software. I just gotta find it's oh my god, what's it called? Bruh. Uh, uh, Ba-dum bum ba-dum bum bum dum bum can bum bum can bum bum dan can bum bum donkey bum 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 donkey go equal oh my god, I cannot remember what the hell it is called. 1 sec. No, full screen that. Um okay, this is all needs to be minimized. Where is it? I have it somewhere. Visual Studio. Oh my god, that took me way too fucking long to find. Um, Visual Studio is like the entire course is through that, and so you have to have it like all open in Visual Studio, and it's kind of annoying, but it's a little bit more elaborate. Whereas this is really good for learning the basics, Code Academy. So it kind of helps with at least getting started to understand what I'm even seeing on Visual Studio, because Visual Studio is not the best beginner friendly stuff. Also, but this is my first like productive live stream, which is kind of weird. Can I be my participants? Oh, you're still here, cool. For some reason, my viewer count dropped to 2, which shouldn't be possible because it's always at 1, and then 2 is my phone, and 3 would be you. Because for some reason, there's always like one extra viewer thing that's like constantly on the live stream, and I'm not sure why. This is something with YouTube Live, um, or Studio Live, or whatever it's called. But yeah. So it should always be at 3 if I have one viewer. It's always 2 higher if I have my phone on. Huh. Whatever. It's not a big deal. It's just kind of annoying when it doesn't stay consistent. But oh god, I fucking love this cheese bread. I'm trying to gain weight because I'm skinny as fuck. So I might awkwardly show myself doing a mini workout on stream. I don't know why, but I do try to work out every once in a while. You know, at least a couple times a week. You know, obviously, I prefer to do it more than that, but if I can, I try to do it at least a couple times a week, just to maintain. Because I'm kind of skinny. I mean, I'm in decent shape. Gains, yeah, that's right, fucking gains. Um, but I have improved a lot of muscle mass. Like if you take a picture of me like from a little over a year ago compared to now, I've made some gains, which I might do a video about eventually. Right now, I'm just doing live streams because they're easy and I don't have to edit them. I do have uh, a completely, yes, definitely legal copy of Sony Vegas. Um, it's 100% legal. Um, I pay for Photoshop though, to be clear. I do actually have a license for Photoshop, but and Lightroom or whatever. I don't really use Lightroom, but yeah, I might eventually, if I have some more income, pay for just pay for the full Adobe package, just because it's easier for like having the whole workflow connected, nice ecosystem. But yeah, even though for your average person, your Sony Vegas and Premiere Pro are pretty much the same for your average person. They're only really different at like a professional level. People use Premiere Pro because it is technically the more capable software, from what I understand. But Sony Vegas is better for beginners. But yeah, I don't know. The full package of like all the
Okay, so right now I pay for like $9 a month or $10 a month for Lightroom and Photoshop. It's like their cheapest option is to get both with just 20 gigs of cloud storage, but I don't even use the cloud storage because I have a 5 terabyte external hard drive I put all this shit on. And then for $20 a month, you can get just just alone is Premiere Pro is $20 a month. So if I want both Photoshop and Premiere Pro, which is the only Adobe software I care about, I don't give two shits about the rest of it because they have so many useless things that I am never going to use. It's $30 a month total then for all three. But if I want just the complete Adobe package, it's like $50 a month. So I pay $20 extra, which for like a ton of more software, which is a good deal technically, but I'm never gonna use any of it. Yeah, let me look at their. 'Cause I have their Adobe Cloud thing, Adobe Creative Cloud, which kind of is like a hub for all their stuff. It like shows you everything that they have. So if I open that, if my computer actually opens it, which let me close Photoshop because that's probably using random resources in the background of my computer, and I have to be performance concerned or whatever. Let me look at the other software because most of it. I mean, I've used what's it called? I did like a digital art class, and I used one of their other things, but I personally am never going to use it because Photoshop pretty much does everything I need in terms of that type of stuff. If I really wanted to do it, once Creative Cloud loads here, I'll figure out what it's called. It's the only other Adobe software I've ever used, and I don't see myself using it. So, like outside of that situation, when I did use it for digital art class, if I was a if I had a college email, if I was a if I had a college email, Photoshop, yeah, it's a little confusing. But in terms of photo editing software, like comprehensive photo editing software on the computer side of things, that doesn't just do like color work, it's pretty good. It's not too complicated once you get the basics down. It really depends on what you want to do. For like basic like filter like for like color correction stuff, there's probably simpler options out there. Like if all you're doing is changing like the color and like sharpness of your photo, what if you're like trying to stitch together different stuff? Yeah, brushes are. I mean, it's not too bad. I don't know. It kind of depends on what you want to do. For like my like shitty YouTube thumbnails I make those purposely clickbaity as kind of a joke. They're meant to be ironic. They're not meant to be taken seriously. Like my thumbnails, like that's kind of the whole point of them. Yeah. I did some more like I don't want to call it professional, but I did some more like serious work. Like um, yeah. Um, the closest thing I did that is stitch repairing photos. So my teacher actually had a whole bunch of really old photos that were all damaged, like they were had like creases in them and all that. So like the photos were kind of rough looking, and she had just like taken pictures of them on her phone. So she took a picture of a picture, which is kind of not that great for light unless if you have really good lighting. So I had to take all those photos and first of all fix the lighting because she took a picture of a picture which caused some reflections on the actual material of the picture. So I fixed that and then I repaired all the stitching on the photo and got rid of all the creases. So I basically restored the photos digitally, which was not too bad. It definitely took time. Like the hardest part was some of them had people in them, and repairing people is really hard because you basically have to manually draw a person. Like you have to like if they have like an ear, like the crease went over their ear, I had to manually basically guess what their ear looked like. Photoshop Pro, yeah, definitely.
So I had to kind of just guess what the ear looked like and try and reconstruct their ear. Which, yeah, yeah, it wasn't too bad. Plus, also in my defense, or like I guess a pro I had was all the photos were in black and white because they're really old photos, so I didn't have to worry about color. I just had to get the shape of everything right. I still had to worry about some shading, but in black and white it was a lot easier. I don't know if I could have done full color. Full color would have been hell to deal with because I would have had to get like all the temperatures right on everything. But I'd say that the results turned out really well, though. I know I have the files somewhere on my computer. I just don't know where. Um, yeah, I actually might do that for fun, just to practice. I'd like to add color to a black and white photo. I think that'd be a really fun, like, challenge, sort of, to kind of improve my skills. Also, the software I was thinking of was Illustrator. I've used Adobe Illustrator before, but I don't really see myself needing it. There's Character Animator and Animate. I don't know if I would ever use those. I don't know. Dreamweaver is literally just a paid version of Visual Studio Code. I would never use Dreamweaver. I already have Visual Studio. Like, I don't know why I'd ever use that. Um, Dimension, something about 3D. I don't know what that is. InDesign, have no idea. Um, After Effects, that I'm guessing that comes with Premiere Pro because some of the stuff kind of comes with like Premiere Rush and Fresco come with Photoshop, and those are like I think brush things. They help with your brushes. I'm not really sure to be honest with you. Um, Bring stories to life with audio. Audition. I don't know what that is either. What do I have for updates? I have updates for Lightroom. Screw that. I'm not updating fucking Lightroom. What do I have for mobile? There's mobile versions of all these things. Huh. I got some mobile exclusive stuff. That's kind of cool. So I kind of use this site for my thumbnail. Photoshop is big. Yeah, I've seen a few different free sites. You can also use what's it called? Not I've used sites before, but oh, what's it called? There's a free like it's an open source program for photo editing. Screw it. No, it's like a cat or something. I forget what it's called, but a lot of people use that. It's like considered the best free Photoshop alternative, but it's really complicated because the user interface is not that great on it. The Photoshop might be complicated, but it has an amazing user interface considering what it's capable of. Also, there's about a million different resources out there on YouTube. So learning Photoshop is a relatively seamless process because you have access to so many resources out there. Adobe Stock. That sounds interesting. Yeah, I think I've heard of that before. I think I've used it before. I just use Photoshop because I understand it. Like I've been using Photoshop for like on and off for like 4 or 5 years now. Actually, wait, no, I think I first used Photoshop when I was in like yeah. I think I first used Photoshop when I was in like sixth grade. I want to say. So I've used it for quite a while, but I didn't use it consistently, and I didn't do anything super complicated on it. I mostly did like shitty memes. Um, so I have like decent experience with the basics, and I'm already using a mouse to like construct things. Like I'm pretty stable with a mouse. Plus, I have the DPI shifter, so I just put a really low DPI if I'm doing like really precise work. But my other mouse was a little bit better. I had a heavier. This is a really light wireless mouse. I used just a Razer Hyperspeed. It's Ballistic X Hyperspeed. I just used it with my laptop. But I had a Logitech G502, which is a wired mouse, but it's a lot heavier. You can put weights in it. And I found having a heavier mouse makes it a lot more stable. So, like, if you need to do more precise work, you can get a lot more stable of lines and stuff. With this, it's a little bit more jittery, but I've gotten used to it, and I just prefer wireless for convenience factor. I know wireless or wired is technically better, but this is 2.4 gigahertz, which is good enough. Some inside joke means but still, yeah, yeah. Photoshop is nice for memes too. I mean, it's kind of overkill, but honestly, it's not that expensive, really. I mean, I look at it like I'm paying like a Netflix subscription, and I'm gonna get way more productivity out of Photoshop than I am Netflix. So it's like I might as well. Um, I think it's more useful. Also, their software is kind of buggy. But I've noticed since I used to I'm not gonna say what I did, but yeah, I got that same mouse. That's what the Logitech G502. You can adjust the scroll wheel to be loose or like clicky. I have that mouse as well. Um, yeah, I have that mouse too. I use it sometimes. Wireless though, I use okay. If you have a receiver like the 2.4 G receiver for like most wireless mouse come with receivers because they update 1,000 times a second. Like so, you get an update every millisecond. And actually, Linus Tech Tips did a really good video talking about like some gaming mice that are actually faster than wired mouses. Like, they have faster response times, which is kind of crazy. Um, I didn't even know that's possible. Um, so wireless mouses, if you have a receiver for them and you're not using Bluetooth, don't use Bluetooth. Bluetooth sucks. Um, uh, they have like the receivers for them because like Bluetooth isn't all not all wireless things are Bluetooth, obviously. Um, Bluetooth only updates about 125 times a second, so there's a lot of latency there. Um, but yeah, but like this thing, I haven't had any issues with it so far. Battery life on it's incredible. I mean, I've been using this thing for like 2 months, 3 months now. Or wait, no, it's been longer than that. I've had this thing for like 4 months now, and I think the battery's at like 60% on it. Um, so I mean, the battery life on it's really good. Um, yeah, I haven't had any issues with it so far. And it's nice and light. It doesn't have as many shortcut buttons as the G502 does. The G502 on like the side alone, I have like 6 buttons I can press, but I don't use that many buttons anyways. I haven't like made shortcuts for them really. Like this has 2 buttons on the side, and that's more than enough for any game I'm playing. Like any of the games I play, those 2 buttons are plenty for me. Um, the only thing I don't use it like my obviously my headset is wired, and my keyboard is also wired. Um, I might get a wireless headset eventually. Well, I have wireless headphones, or like wireless, like over ear headset, but it's not like a gaming headset. I know it's like gaming headset, but gaming headsets are a little bit more comfy. That's like the only difference between a regular headset and a gaming headset. It really is just comfort. Like yeah, they're more bulky, but they're not designed to be worn outside. Um, like I have a pair of Sony WXM4s, which are like, in my opinion, the best wireless headset you can buy out there right now. Um, I also have a pair of Bose 700s, which are also really nice. A little bit more audiophile friendly versus the Sony's, but I prefer the sound signature on the Sony's. They're a little more bassy, and I am kind of a bass head, so I enjoy it. But I also enjoy these Razer headsets because they have 50 millimeter drivers in them, which basically, if you don't know what that is, it's the size of the speaker, and 50 millimeters for headset is pretty damn big. And so they just have a lot of bass. They aren't the most, audiophile or whatever, you're not going to be like, oh my God, the soundstage on these are incredible. And I can hear all the instruments in perfect clarity or something. Like, they're not really meant for that.
but in terms of bass, they fucking slap. They'll vibrate your head. Yeah. I'm chewing. But what was it? Where was I at? I fucking forgot what I was saying. I think I was talking about wireless things and headsets. I'll probably never get a wireless keyboard just because I haven't really seen any good reviews out there for wireless keyboards. I don't know why keyboards are behind mouses. I wouldn't think it'd be that much more complicated, but for some reason they are. Plus, there's a really cool Razer keyboard I want to get that has USB pass through on it. So I'd basically have more USB ports on the side of my keyboard, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Like I already have a USB hub, but I'm already maxed out on USB ports again, and I'm literally using like 6 or 7 different USB devices on my computer right now. I'm on a laptop, but so did you know Brawlhalla mouse? Brawlhalla mouse input is a bit more delayed than the keyboard. I did not know that, as I don't play Brawlhalla. I know what Brawlhalla is. I just don't play it really. It's not. I have Super Smash Bros. On the Switch, which I just prefer, because they kind of are similar, like platform fighter games. Well, I know there's differences, obviously. I understand what Brawlhalla is. It's just not. I tried getting into it. It wasn't my game, honestly, but that's kind of interesting that there's more delay on a mouse. I wonder why that is. If you know the reasoning. Yeah, I think it's an alright game. I don't like hate it or anything. It's not like I play it. I don't play it because I think it's a bad game. I just don't really prefer it. Like I don't know. I think it's a good enough game. Obviously, it's pretty popular. I know a lot of people who play it. I tried playing it and I couldn't get past like the what is it? I couldn't get past like all the unlocking characters and all that shit because like obviously it's a free to play game, so there's kind of that free to play but premium element to it. And I know you can unlock everything, but like I'm lazy. I have a Switch, but I play mostly Mario Kart on my Switch. I'm really good at fucking Mario Kart. If I have like a capture card or some shit, maybe I'll do a Mario Kart stream because I'm pretty good at Mario Kart actually. It's the only video game I'm good at. I suck at video games for the most part. Like I'm actually awful at most video games. Um, so like Mario, it's pretty awesome to be good at one game, I guess. Mario Kart. I'm not a big Pokemon guy anymore. I used to love Pokemon, and Pokemon Sword and Shield kind of got mixed reviews, and so I just never bothered with them. I haven't bothered with Pokemon for a while. I think the last game I bought was like in 2014. But I'm excited for the new game, the Arceus game or whatever it's called. I forget the name of it. It's like going to be like open world sort of, which is cool. Yeah, there was a Pokemon like announcement thing a while back. There's gonna be it's not a new generation. Let me clarify. It's not a new Pokemon generation. There's 3 Pokemon games coming. There's Pokemon Snap, which is like the camera game. You may have heard of it. Probably. It was on the N64, the new one coming out. Yeah. And then there's gonna be the Diamond and Pearl remakes. There's going to be the Diamond and Pearl remakes coming out, and then also there's going to be, I think, either late this year or early next year. I think next year. There's going to be Arceus something, and it's going to be like an open world Pokemon game that's a prequel to, like, kind of takes place before the events of Diamond and Pearl, like in the Sinnoh region. Yes, hi David. Wait, so you didn't have. Wait, MC. I'm assuming MC stands for Minecraft. Did you not have Minecraft before? Damn.
Wait, aren't you like a moderator on the Discord? Or is that someone else? Yeah. Oh wow. I would have figured you would have had Minecraft before that. Like Java. So I'm guessing you played Bedrock Edition on like a console or mobile or something before that. Did you just not have a PC before that, or did you just not have Minecraft? Um, that kind of figures. I got the laptop that I'm currently using like 2 years ago. And then who's going to sleep? I'm not sleeping. I don't know. Like 3 times because I kept forgetting my information. So my phone had a bit of lag there on the stream. Anyways. So like I've owned like 3 different copies of Java Edition. I think one of them got hacked or something like that because it said my password was different and it said some dude from like India was on the email. So I don't know what happened there, but I started playing on mobile though. The first time I played Minecraft was on it was when it was still called Pocket Edition. Back then. I mean, technically that's not that early for some people, but I know some people are like, well, I've been playing since like 2010, 2011. I'm like, all right, cool. You do you. I haven't been playing that long. I didn't play Minecraft when it was still like in beta or whatever the fuck it was called, or alpha edition or whatever. Um, my guest when some a classmate of mine guessed when some status were made based on Assassin's Creed. What? Like he thought he was cool because he knew when the Assassin's Creed games were made or something, or when he like oh I've been playing Assassin's Creed since Assassin's Creed 2. So this, wait a second. Am I missing? No, okay, I'm not missing any chat. I thought I was like missing a message. Um, Wait, what's status? I'm confused. What do you mean status? Explain. I'm confused. Um, huh? I don't know anything about Assassin's Creed. I have literally never. I've played one game of Assassin's Creed, and it was on the Nintendo Wii U. I think it was like Brotherhood or something. I don't remember what the fuck it was called. That's the only time I ever played Assassin's Creed. Oh, sure. Wait, What happened during the Crusade thing? What's the status? I'm so confused. I don't know anything. Um, Delphine is sleeping, I believe. Just no liquids. Oh, yeah. New ones are kind of different though, like because they like did different time areas or whatever. They're kind of, it's like I feel like the classic ones are like up until like Black Flag was kind of like the last class, or the one that was like in Victorian times. I feel like that's like the last like classic version. Um, yeah, it's because I do the live streams in my room now instead of the couch. So typically Delphine isn't in the streams because I'm in my room now. Yeah, I know. It's kind of the plot to Assassin's Creed is kind of weird because you're like in the Matrix almost, but like time travel. You're like going back in your relative's bloodline because you're like the long lost relative of like assassins. Oh my god. Come on. All right. I think my internet went down there for a sec. Um, wait, what? Long lost relative. They know that. I don't know. Yeah, I think my internet like skadoosh there for a sec. I'm not sure what happened. But wait, what? Yeah, I don't understand the plot to Assassin's Creed. I don't try to understand it. It's way too complicated. Um I mean, some people are into that. Like for a while I was into Five Nights at Freddy's. Like I was obsessed with it and I got really into like the theories and lore and all that game theory shit. Um yeah. Yeah, I was obsessed with Five Nights at Freddy's. Bro, that game is old now though. Jesus Christ. I was in like sixth grade. It was like 7 years ago. Bro, I'm an adult now. Yeah, no, I hate the fan base to Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, I think the fan base to those games are just awful for the most part. I mean, so not everyone's bad, but I feel like a lot of them are just really bad. But the actual like lore of it's all right. I feel like, especially up until like kind of that sister location era, then things kind of got a little weird. But the lore was all right in the VR game. Never met the fan base. I'm talking about like online, like the like especially like fan art and shit, like the furry community behind that game. Yeah, I've met some really cringy. I know cringy is kind of a cringy word, but I'm gonna use it because I don't know what else to say. Um, I've met like some of them. Their fan base is just yeah, people that are really into anime animals. Yeah, I don't have anything against anime, but I like some anime, very particular animes. I don't just watch any old anime. I gotta watch like prima the art. Um, well, they're anamorphic humans that are over sexualized. So technically, yes. While they are robots on the inside, when people draw them, they are essentially what a furry is. That I mean, it's like furries are technically humans wearing costumes, anyways. Like real life furries. So like, all that is a robot. It's still a furry when you draw them having sex, because they are anamorphic humans, basically.
Yeah, um, it's quite popular actually. There's a lot of porn that it has 5 Minutes at Freddy's characters in it. Like, yeah, I would say even more than Overwatch, and Overwatch has a lot of that. Because I mean, let's be honest here, some of those characters are mighty fine. Let's go back to anime. Maybe that is better. Yeah, I mean, uh, once again, anime. I like anime, but sometimes the fan base, some of the fans are alright, but there are some that are just, yeah. It really depends. It's really variable. I mean, like I met some pretty cool, like I met a pretty decent community of people that are into anime, but once again, um, I I just watch on like a web browser. I forget what the site's called. Yeah, I know it depends on the anime. I can't understand One Piece. I don't necessarily dislike One Piece, but if I watch a show, I feel like I have to be able to watch the whole thing, and there's no way in hell I'm gonna watch all of One Piece. There's just too many episodes, way too many episodes. Same with Naruto, and a lot of them are filler episodes. Like there's so many filler episodes. Yeah, I mean the ideas are right. It's just I cannot sit through all the filler episodes. Like I gotta have some progressive plot. That's why I like Death Note, because Death Note isn't filler. There's no filler in Death Note. Each episode progresses the story. Well, yeah, Naruto's a little kind of eh. I like some of the episodes. Like I like the character of Naruto because I kind of relate to him. But like I like the concept of him. Like I feel like him as a person. I mean, yeah, he's annoying, but so am I. So it's like I don't know. I feel like that's the only reason I like Naruto. But I don't actually want to watch the show. Like, I mean, I've seen some of the episodes and stuff like that, but yeah, I know there's like online guides for shows like that. Like I know Naruto specifically has an online guide that shows all the filler episodes and all the actual story episodes. So if you want to, you can cut out all the filler episodes and just watch just like important episodes. I would assume One Piece probably has something like that as well, like a guide or something, or like a spreadsheet you can look at that shows all the filler episodes. I don't know, maybe. Um, I feel like a lot of those, what's the term, Shininge anime or whatever the fuck it's called. The people that make it, I think, or something. I don't know. It's like a category of anime. When I saw the Wano arc on YouTube, huh? I don't know what the Wano arc is. I mean, I assume it's just because a lot of those animes have like multiple story arcs that happen. That's another thing is I don't like shows that like I can't do multiple arcs. Like that's why like once again Death Note has like 2 arcs and then the show's done. Like and even then the arcs are actually like properly connected. Oh, like that's what I like. I like it when a show has like a proper ending. Like when basically the people making the show have a story they want to tell. They tell that story and then they move on. I like complete story. Well, yeah, it's small, but that's why I like it. I like animes like that. There's a few that are like that, or some that I just stop watching after a certain point because they're not worth it. Like what's the show called? Sao. Sao season, the first half of season 1 is really good, or like the first 2/3 of it, and then the last third they go into that second one where it's like the what's it called? Something they become elves. I don't know, but it fucking sucked. Um, I didn't like it at all. The first part of that season 1 is just awesome. I really like the beginning of it. Like seriously, the beginning is so good, but literally the animation quality sucks after that. Like I swear the animation got worse. I don't know why. Like they literally put less effort into the show after that point. Like what's the point of like literally like the first part of the show is actually like it feels like there's actual stakes because if they die, they die. Like that's like the point. And then the second half is just because the girl doesn't get fucking released from the anime. It was like the laziest excuse to why. Also, the first half is better because actual time passes. Like they're stuck in that game for like 2 years, and you feel that. Like you feel as if they're like living and breathing within this world. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, the second half, like there's no progress. He doesn't progress. He literally instantly gets all his powers like transferred. So like the part of what made the first half of season one really good is that he actually like started out as a beginner, and it's like now he's just a god. Oh, is there like a? Oh, I'm guessing. So there's a what do you call it? I didn't even know there was a manga. I guess you check on the manga or something. Wait, what's MHS? Is that? No, it's not One Beat. What the fuck is it? I'm trying to think of other animes that I watched. Um, I haven't watched that many. I watched Fruit Basket. It's kind of a funny one. Um, trying to think. Oh, Doctor Stone. I watched Doctor Stone. I really liked season one. I'm gonna wait till all of season two is actually out. And yes, I do watch my anime dubbed because I prefer English. I don't care if the voice actors aren't accurate. Um, I most of the time dubs don't bother me. I know they really bother some people. I haven't had an issue with dubs to be honest. At least not so far. Especially like, yeah, I don't know. Like they don't bother me. I don't. I can't get invested when I read subtitles. Like I don't watch any of my other shows with subtitles. Why should I watch anime with subtitles? Because I watch other shows than just anime, obviously, and like it's just like I get distracted by the text. I hate having subtitles on. Subtitles ruined Stranger Things for me. I watched part of Stranger Things with it, and yeah, yeah. I don't like some people. Some anime fans are like, "Oh my god, you watched it dubbed?" Like, I don't know. I can't read stuff. It's too distracting. My brain, if I want to get invested in something, um, like if I want to get invested in something, I gotta like be focused on what they're doing, and yeah. And I watched like a couple of them, and as long as the English voice actor like actually puts effort into what they're saying, it doesn't bother me. Yeah, sure. There you go. I want to get a contact lens like that. Mm. I gotta move my car too. The snow plow's coming through. It snowed here. It was really warm. Everything melted, and then it snowed. Bruh. Dude, I'm getting really full. Fuck. Oh, what the? Okay, my chat on my phone is not like up to date with my computer, so I didn't see the Japanese people message thing first. Yeah, I know. I mean, though, to be fair, we get all the English content. I know it updated. I refreshed it or whatever, but
I mean, it's kind of a trade off. I mean, obviously they get anime specifically first, but like we get everything else. Like, I mean, for the most part. And to be fair, I watch more non-anime than I watch anime. Like, I watch a lot of just regular TV shows, like stuff on HBO Max. I have HBO Max. Like, I'm excited for the new Justice League Jack Snyder cut, and like my Marvel movies, I know they're formulaic and they're kind of starting to get a little stale, but I still think they're enjoyable content. But yeah, I watch. Yeah, specifically China. China's got a lot of censorship, like especially for video games. Japan isn't as bad, but China's got a lot of censorship. Yeah, it's because everything in China, at least Japan. Like I said, Japan's a little different, but in China, everything has to go through the government. Like there's no private organizations. Everything is through the government. China's technically communist, although they're not like um, they're not like USSR communists. Also, most anime comes out of Japan, I believe, not China. I know some does, but like for the most part, anime is Japanese. Um, a lot of things that people think are Chinese are mostly Japanese. Most of the stuff we get it. The only thing that's like Chinese is like production, like um, like production of items and stuff. Like everything's made in China. Um, but like Pokemon, all that, Nintendo, that's all Japanese. Um, technically, technically Fortnite is Chinese because it's owned mostly the Epic Games is mostly owned by Tencent, which is a Chinese company, but it's like mostly owned by the government, mostly like entangled with the government. So technically, the Chinese government owns Fortnite. So did you see the new diamonds? New diamonds. Um, near Clay. Um, I don't think so. Um, I've seen the diamonds that are like in the fossils. And I've seen like the obviously like the new lush cave biome option. When you make a new world, you can have lush caves like set it as like the biome. But I haven't seen anything about swamps. I didn't know there was like clay spots and swamps. I know about like lush caves, obviously, but what's the? I'm curious. Um, I'll look into it 1 second. Mathematically. 1 second, I'm looking into it. No, my internet's still up. What's wrong with my phone? My phone went out for a sec. I think the stream like lost quality there for a bit. It's back up. I think the stream's fine. Everything should be working fine. Not sure why the stream is doing that. My Wi-Fi. Okay, stream should be working now. I think the stream's fine now. 1 second. Should be good. I don't know what's happening to the stream. I hope it's not freezing too much for you. That'd really suck if it is. I don't know why it would be. My internet's like literally fucking godlike. I mean, I guess it's because I'm not hooked up to Ethernet, which I really should get an Ethernet cord. That would be so much more convenient. Because I mean, my laptop does have Ethernet, so participants. Okay, I think we're good. I think the stream is working. Should be all good and dusted too. Okay. I need. What's this? No, I'm not restarting right now to update. Anyways, I finished my food. Now my stomach hurts. Nice and full. How long have I been live for? Been live for like 2 hours, bruh. Only been live for 2 hours. I don't think I'm gonna live stream myself sleeping. I don't know. Maybe I will. What the hell? Might as well, right? Where's Discord on my computer? Looney's online. Looney gonna hop on the stream? Be pretty lit if he did. Get it? I said lit. That's pretty funny. Okay, what I want to know is why he has it set to on the I think he's online, yeah. Okay, I know I saw like on his Discord how it says 16 plus. Why didn't he do 18 plus? Like what about 16? Like when you want to know who's above 18 and below 18, well yeah, he's always on do not disturb most of the time. Pretty much whenever he's online, he's on do not disturb. But he's still online. Like before he wasn't online, but now he's online. He's just on do not disturb. The same thing. He's probably just on that because he gets a lot of DMs and shit. Wait, 16 plus is the. Wait, so why? But so what if you're not 16? Like, why even have the option in there? I don't know. It seems kind of weird to me. I guess. I don't know. It just seems kind of weird that they did 16. Yeah, I know, but like, why 16? Because like, in most places that I'm aware of, 18 is like the point where you're like you're an adult or not an adult. Like, also, I think my stream is lagging again. Oh my god, why the fuck is my stream lagging? Dude, I need an Ethernet cord. I would assume that like if you're gonna have an age thing, like I understand having an age thing, but like typically 18 is like if you're 18 plus or 18 below, like that's kind of like the
adult range that I'm aware of in most countries because like of like child predatory laws and shit like that. Most countries you're considered an adult at 18. I mean, obviously, like the actual laws of what you can do at different ages is different, but pretty sure 18 is still generally considered like when you're an adult. I mean, I guess I think in some European countries it might be 17. I'm not sure on that actually. Um, Also, what's the counting Discord at? 48,000. That. Well, I mean, I know like in some countries the drinking age is like fucking 14. Um, yeah. But yeah, at least where I'm in America, so like in America, 18 is like when you're an adult. Also, how bad is my live stream like glitching out? Because like on my phone, it is super laggy. I don't know if that's just my phone or the actual live stream. Okay. Well, I mean, like the quality. It's alright if the quality dips out a little bit, but like the actual like stream itself is like fucking like bugging out and like freezing sometimes on my phone. I don't know. I kept going like my computer's just like lagging in general right now. I think it might be overheating a little bit. Might. Yeah, I think my laptop is overheating. Yeah, it might be my stream then. I wonder why it's doing that. I don't think any of my other streams were laggy. Pretty sure all my other streams are fine. I think my laptop is just overheating because I've had it on for so long. So I might have to do a shorter live stream. I don't think I should leave my computer on. Like, yeah. So I might have to end the live stream soon just because, like I said, my computer's not handling it well. Let me just like close out of some stuff on my laptop here, which should help a little bit with my laptop. Where's Task Manager? Here we go. Let's see if I got anything odd that might be running. Oh, Jesus. What the hell? Why is Firefox using so much? God damn. What the hell? Dude. Firefox is using 67% of my CPU. What? My laptop is at 100% CPU usage. That's why it's lagging. What? Why? Why is my what? Okay. Well, I would end stuff, but I can't because I'm live. Dude. What the hell? Why is Firefox using so much CPU? What the actual hell? Plug-in container.